Welcome back. We are back with Janae Adams, and we are talking all things money, especially during the holiday season. So, Janae, what should I do if I feel guilty about not spending as much as others on gifts or celebrations?
This is what I try to help people with when they feel like they need to buy for birthdays, they need to buy for Christmas and holiday seasons, is that if you're on a way to a certain financial goal or financial freedom, you have to think of yourself as a corporation and make sure that you say your last name incorporated. So I am Adams Incorporated, and I'm not going to, just like a company, I'm not going to let anything from the outside destroy it. And a lot of times spending money you shouldn't be spending destroys that Adams Inc. And so that is what helped me pay off the $50,000 a day in 2 years. I didn't feel guilty about anything. I knew I needed to make it. And that's what a lot of people who are on their way to financial freedom need to think about it, protecting yourself and your household.
Okay. Someone is asking where you find a bank with compound interest accounts.
Yes, I think really the question is about high yield savings accounts, and there you can easily put it into Google, but even searching around where you live at, there are banks as well as credit unions. Now, keep in mind that as the Federal Reserve has been cutting those type of interest accounts that are compounding, they are getting lower and lower. So if you're going to lock something in, you need to do it as soon as possible before the next Federal Reserve interest rate cut.
Okay. Someone else is asking, can you explain the different methods of paying off debt?
Yeah, so it's a lot of different ones. People sometimes say, okay, I want to pay off the one with the high interest rate first because they're just feeling the burden of higher interest rate. Other people say they want to pay off the smallest debt first, and that's known as like the debt snowball method. They pay off the smallest amount first, no matter what the interest rate is, put everything at that, and then once that's paid off, they move to the next higher debt and throw all the money from the first one that they were paying on and to the next one. It just becomes a snowball and the debt gets paid off a lot faster. So I did the one where the debt is the smallest, pay everything off of that, and then start getting it from there, go from the smallest to largest. I didn't care about the interest rate because I was beating the interest with the payments.
And would that same thing apply to student debt as well too? Someone just sent another question in regards to student debt and those different methods.
Yes, so beat the interest will work with anything that has a principal and interest involved. So that can be your car note, that can be your student loans, that can be your mortgage, it could be credit card debt. You are paying aggressively to the principal to bring that balance down because we're trying to make sure that interest is not hurting as much.
Okay, we have about maybe 40 seconds. What are the risks of using buy now, pay later services, and how can I avoid accumulating debt with them?
Yeah, so buy now, pay later has exploded over the last few years, but the problem with that, so has the debt along with it. People are even getting to the point that they're using buy now, pay later for their groceries to buy them. So it's kind of getting to a dangerous level. If I were you, there is a bubble with buy now, pay later. You don't want to be a part of that bubble. So if you can avoid it, please do this holiday season.
All right, and any common mistakes that you've seen in 15 seconds during the holiday season?
The most common mistake is trying to keep up with everybody else. You don't have to do that. Your finances are your finances, and everybody else, you don't know what they did to get that stuff. So just be careful.
Just stay in your own lane, right?
Yeah.
All right, Janae, thank you so much. Well, if you missed any of our conversation, you can, of course, visit the 2 Wants to Know section on our website.